a tiger in bed, I might add. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I'm going to say right now, I've been following the Israel-Palestinian thing for years. I thought right of return was something that only was employed at Nordstrom's. You know, when you go to Nordstrom's, they will take anything back, the right of return. I thought he handled it well. Tucker? No?
I mean, to come back and say, and I love Herman Cain, I'm not talking, but to say, you know, I always say if I don't know what I'm talking about, in the tape we just saw, he's like, "Oh, the right of return, yeah, that should be negotiated."
But that was a human thing.
He's a PS artist.
He was saving face.
Of course, and look, I've done it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not being holier than thou, but you don't see me saying, "I always admit when I'm wrong."
Yeah.
Or don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
But then to come out afterwards, though, and to admit that he didn't know it. I mean, look, newsflash America, politicians don't know everything. They just pretend to.
Yeah.
Thank God for Herman Cain. I love this guy.
Yeah.
I love the fact he actually had the cojones to go out there and say, you want to know what? America was right. I have no idea what I was talking about.
Yeah.
And I believe that you would have the exact same sentiment if this happened to Obama. I love this guy. He got caught on tape line, but God bless him. God bless him.
Obama would never admit he was wrong.
He's never wrong.
Is Rudy a serious contender, or is he looking at the field and going, I can take all these people? And the Republican side?
I don't see him as a serious contender. I think that he's a political figure of the past. I think we have a lot of fresh, new people that have entered the race. I think they have a good chance. A lot of people are saying they're not satisfied, but I think, you know, people said that Obama was never going to be president, Reagan was never going to be president, Carter was never going to be president, so you just have to give it time. And, you know, I do love Rudy Giuliani, but no.
And they're saying that about Tim Pawlenty now. Silly.
Yeah. So what do you worked for Giuliani?
I was a Giuliani delegate.
Real quick, what do you think? Is time over?
Yeah, I think time's passed. Yeah. I love Rudy. Great guy. But
what do you think? You're just.
I think if Liza Minnelli checked into the Four Seasons today, she would have less baggage than Rudy Giuliani. Diva that she is.
Nicely. But the thing is, I got to say, I love Giuliani. He's one of my favorite people, even though we've asked him to do Red Eye. He says he loves the show but won't do it, and I don't know why. And for that, maybe he shouldn't be president. It's that kind of judgment that I think is faulty. But, you know, he was a positive force in American politics, and what he did to New York was incredible.
It's amazing.
Yeah, but I don't know what happened. Why? Did he have such a lousy group of people around him that just screwed him beyond belief? I don't get it.
He's got a great and happy life. Why would he want to deal with? I mean, I got the impression covering him. You know, he's got a lot of other things going on. His new marriage, making some money. He's happy. You know,
didn't really like campaigning.
All right, we got to move on. All right, coming up. What's it like helping out orphans and the disadvantaged? Tucker Carlson discusses his new book, Things I Know Nothing About. But first, the smoking ban has hit the fan, and Bill Schultz is there with his tan. So what's the latest on Bloomberg's You Must Be Joking war on smoking? Times Square, while still open to Ed Hardy T-shirts, embroidered jeans, and Germans, has banned butts within its 14-block perimeter. Indeed, New York's mayor/mommy has just disallowed the Wheezy and Proud in its 1,700 parks and 14 miles of public beaches. And the edict began today. Red Eye decided to hit the aforementioned tourist mecca to see how compliance is going and to get Bill Schultz arrested.
You can smoke on the sidewalk, but you can't smoke on the plaza. Now, first of all, you call this a plaza? Rockefeller, that's a plaza. The Plaza de Mayo in Buenos Aires, that's a plaza. This is like mom jeans.
It's not a plaza. I've been to Rome. Rome has great squares.
Rome, and they smoke in Rome.
And they smoke.
Yeah, they take smoke breaks from smoking. This is the first day in the smoking ban at Times Square. How do you think it's been going so far? I don't know either, man.
Let me have one of yours. I'll put it in my marble.
Yeah, you seem like one that would take one from me.
I'll put it right in there.
I will. Well, it looks like there's some other stuff in there.
My box.
This is apparently a $50 fine, but you know what is less than fine? Us not being able to smoke, because I am in flavor country right now. Yeah.
I just got here 4 days ago from Florida.
What are you doing over here? Florida's beautiful this time of year.
No, Florida's stopped.
Where am I allowed to smoke? On the sidewalk. On the sidewalk. Yeah. So, illegal, legal. Yes, right. Gotcha. Black market cigarettes! Get your black market cigarettes! $10 each. That's a deal. It's weird because over there, it does smell worse than over here. You're right. Yeah. How many people have you busted today?
Oh, no, I just asked them.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I'm not a cop, but
It's it's more just an issue of civility.
yeah, quite simple.
Yeah.
I know you're gonna comply.
I'm absolutely going to comply. I actually don't know what the word comply means, but whatever that is, I'm going to do it. You kind of remind me of the giant in Twin Peaks. Just to review, it is illegal to smoke on the plaza, but it's legal to smoke on the sidewalk. To refresh, legal, illegal, legal, illegal, legal, ill, legal, ill, legal.
I'm pretty sure you look the best doing this. Hi, how are you? That's great. Awesome. What about?
I'm here at Bryant Park looking for someone who's smoking because it's illegal. Oh, you smoke, but you're also smoking.
But I know it's smoking here.
My horrible come-on lines are bad when it's a second language. Just to review, it's not just Times Square, it's every public park in New York. You're not allowed to smoke anymore. So to review, cigarettes aren't allowed in Bryant Park, but Greg Gutfeld is. Cigarettes, no. Sexual predator at 3 a.m., yes. That's the world we live in. And I can't spell anything due to my heavy cocaine use.
Bill, as you know, that case was thrown out.
It was thrown out.
Maybe because the accused disappeared.
Yes.
But Bill, did the band make you want to smoke more?
Yes, up until about the 5th take. And then my lungs... See, the problem is, Greg, I'm a method. I'm a method actor, and I was smoking the whole time.
No.
I kind of want to quit now.
Bill, you're a meth head actor. Oh! Big difference.
Hence the energy I bring to my acting. Yes.
Tucker, why is this ban happening? What is behind...
Well, it's to protect you, Greg.
Yes.
Now, look, your lungs are hurt more by vehicle exhaust. Littering is caused more by newspapers and cigarettes, but you don't see the Village Voice and trucks being banned. This is to do with one man's abhorrence of smoking. Mike Bloomberg doesn't like it, so you shouldn't be able to do it. It's just classic totalitarianism.
Yeah. So there, he doesn't mind that the Village Voice has tons of sex ads floating down your street in the wind because, well, maybe he likes that. I'm not saying he likes that. I'm just saying maybe.
I think even pleasures like that are too earthy for him.
Yeah, that's true.
I think controlling people is his only pleasure.
Yeah. Ooh, interesting point. Chris, is this going to stop there? Are we working towards a full-time ban? Really? It seems that way.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, now that they've got bans of people, you can't smoke in your apartment, you can't smoke out on your deck, whatever. Look, I quit smoking. Not that I don't miss it, but it was July 7, 2001 that I quit. Not that I'm counting. But look, this is absolutely, completely, and totally ridiculous. And honestly, is this the worst thing that's going on in New York? Is this everything else has been solved? You know, Mayor Mommy has fixed everything else. He's got time to chase down smokers.
I may say, even though you quit smoking, you're still smoking. Matza, would you ever tell somebody not to smoke if you saw them in a would? Because the mayor expects the public to police, which I think is really dangerous. If somebody comes up to me when I'm drunk and tells me not to smoke, I'm probably going to run.
You're probably, fight might ensue. No, I'm not going to take the law into my own hands because I don't, like Tucker said, I don't think there's like a serious risk of secondhand smoke when you're outside in an open outdoor space. If you're inside in a restaurant, fine, maybe, but not outside. So
it's just going to be, the public should not be policing these things, but that's what they're expecting. They're expecting peer pressure to replace the police. No, nobody has time for this. And like I said, if somebody comes up to a tourist who doesn't understand what's going on and says something, there's going to be trouble. Mark my words. Mark my words, says crazy person at 3 a.m. All right. Hey, you have a comment on the show? Email us. It's redeye@foxnews.com. And to leave a voicemail, my direct line, call 212-462-5050. Still to come, the halftime report from TV's Andy Levy. Jerk.
Tonight's halftime report is sponsored by the Waldorf Chicken Salad. Traditionally, the salad consists of lettuce, chicken, apples, cranberries, walnuts, and sometimes grapes. Thanks, Waldorf Chicken Salad.
Welcome back. Let's find out if we've got anything wrong so far. For that, we go to TV's Andy Levy. Something wrong, Andy?
Yeah, something's wrong. Chris Maloney is leaving Law & Order SVU.
That's impossible. That can't be.
Not only is it not impossible, Greg, it's totally possible.
But how will the show continue without Detective Stabler?
I don't know. All I know is that I won't be sleeping a wink tonight, Greg.
Well, thank God you have computer solitaire, Andy.
I know. Plus, Mariska Hargitay, if that is her real name, her character is only going to be on like half the episodes.
That's ridiculous.
I don't understand what they're thinking out there in La La Land.
I don't know. I hope it's the good half.
I don't know what that means. Supreme Court orders tens of thousands of California prisoners released. This actually might help the Raiders start selling out their home games again.
Oh, nicely done. Because, see, their fans are criminals.
And I am a Raiders fan, so I can say that.
I was a Raiders fan during the 70s.
You were never a Raiders fan.
I was.
You were never a Raiders fan.
I could name more Raiders than you could.
We're talking about the football team.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I was a big Oakland Raiders fan. Shut up.
Tucker, you said that prison guards in Cali can make up to $300,000 a year?
Yeah.
You made that up, right?
No, with overtime. No.
That's
Yeah, look it up. It's
amazing.
on the Google.
I'm not going to look it up.
That's the spirit.
He's got a life to lead.
Please. Masa, you said we need a plan or Cali needs a plan to make sure that the violent criminals stay where they are. Surely you're not saying that you don't trust California's government to handle this, right?
Well, they've done such a good job in the past, but
Yeah.
yes. I think we definitely need to make sure they don't let these dangerous guys onto the street, Andy. It's a real danger.
That's a bold stance.
Yeah.
Are you prepared to back that up?
I'm prepared to back it up.
All right. You pointed out that California has known about this problem for years. So why didn't Governor Schwarzenegger do anything about it? Was he busy doing other things or people? I don't.
I think he was a little busy at his house
Yeah.
with the maid, maybe. I don't know.
He was really interested in his
Fathering
staff.
Yeah. Nice.
Thank you.
Chris, you agreed with the dissent in this case, saying that the decision is totally nuts, that liberals are more worried about the civil liberties of criminals than about non-criminals. But to play devil's advocate, the Constitution does forbid cruel and unusual punishment, and Justice Kennedy ruled that California's prisons had fallen short of this minimal constitutional requirement.
54 people sharing a toilet, 200 people living in a gymnasium. Sounds like my fraternity house. Doesn't sound like cruel and unusual punishment.
Yeah. Sounds like my dream job.
Andy.
What?
I don't know. Just thought I'd say Andy.
Okay.
A few hours earlier than expected.
Yes. Well, that saves me 2 minutes.
Yeah, you get tonight off.
John Walker. Shut up, Matt. John Walker Lynn's dad wants him to be freed now that bin Laden's dead. What does one have to do with the other?
I don't know. That's the thing. He never made the link.
It's very confusing to me.
Yeah.
Somebody died, so somebody else should get out of prison.
He's no longer a threat.
I don't get that. All right. Also, I'm with you, Tucker. I don't know how you compare this to the Spanish Civil War. You mentioned that people went to fight for Stalin, but I was looking at it the other way. Frank Lind is comparing his son to people who fought against Franco, who was backed by Hitler, among other people.
Right.
But John Walker Lind, in this case, fought on the side of the repressive government, not against it.
There was no good side in the Spanish Civil War. I guess we could say that conclusively.
Yeah, but we can agree that, I mean, Franco was authoritarian leader, which is closer to the Taliban than...
Right, but Lynn's dad is making the point that the Northern Alliance were also authoritarians somehow.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Not a history guy.
Okay, yeah, me either. Chris, I'm not positive, I don't think we can put someone in Gitmo for being a bad parent.
Well, we should be able to.
Yeah.
Mom, they're coming for you.
Yeah.
Just kidding, Mom. Love it.
Yeah, I'd find it really odd you had a bad relationship with your mom.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? Ridiculous stereotypes.
Maybe she'll think you're the guy from the band.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's never happened before in the show.
Yeah. Spin Doctors. I totally blanked on the name of the band. Rudy might run. Greg, you mentioned that Giuliani has been examining the mistakes he made in 2008, including that quickie marriage and annulment to a kangaroo.
Yes.
I actually think that was the only marital issue he didn't have.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I'll speak to the kangaroo.
Yes. Yeah. Also, all of you seem to agree that Giuliani's time has passed. Isn't that what everyone said about McCain in 2008? And now he's president.
There you go.